Hello fellow artists and welcome back to another video. So today I'm doing the Baylee Jae Daisy sketchbook tour. I have finished it. So I would recommend grabbing a snack or a cup of tea because I think this might be a long video. So yeah, I will leave a link to Baylee's store in the description box if you would like this sketchbook. I do think she's still selling them. So yeah, I've got my water just in case my mouth gets dry from talking. But anyway, yes, it did end up like falling to bits at the end and like in the middle bit, but that's fine. I just glued the back of it. So yeah, let's just crack on. Also, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing below and thumbs up this video. Let's see if we can get this the most liked sketchbook tour on my channel. But anyway, so the inside of it is absolutely gorgeous with these flowers and stuff. I just stuck a random drawing I did on a post-it note there, and when I bought that Sketchbox mystery box I took the sticker off and put it on the front. So I did start this on the 23rd of June 2022 and I finished it on the 31st of January 2023, so that's about 9 months. Yep, and there's a little Baylee sticker right there, and then I just stuck my own leaf sticker on it. So I'm going to try and fit this all in frame, but zoomed in a bit so you can actually see each page. With all my sketchbooks I like to test out the supplies first, so that is what I did on this side. And then I like to make a welcome page. So this is sketchbook number 18 and I decided to draw SpongeBob and Patrick because I love SpongeBob. A little Hollow Knight being a Hollow Knight shade, a little bit there. And my goals for this sketchbook was to learn to draw from memory, take my time, do anatomy, OC characters and have fun. Now this sketchbook is filled with like practice stuff, so it's not like a proper neat sketchbook. So yeah, I went through and did a lot of practicing on anatomy, faces, legs, and you will see a huge difference at the end of this sketchbook because I end up better. Then did some more faces, and actually I didn't even tell you what supplies I'm using. I used this fan watercolour thing. I will take it out and show you actually. It just fans out and does like lots of different colours, so I used this. And I also used highlighters and drew everything in Bic pen, just an ordinary round Bic stick pen. I did not use pencil in this book. Maybe on a couple pages, but everything you see is in pen. So a lot of it is kind of like repetition because I'm trying to just remember it off by heart kind of thing, and then I just drew some more faces and stuff, a lot of eyeballs, to try and find out which type of eyes I like best. I kind of like this style and I do like this style eye as well. Then I drew a bunch of Sokka. If you don't know who that is, it's from Avatar. Yes, Avatar the Last Airbender.
Friendly mushroom! Mushy giant friend!
He is one of my favourite characters. This is some drawings of Tori Spring from Heartstopper. I was listening to Solitaire, which is based on Tori, and one of the quotes was, "You like to act as if you care about nothing, and if you carry on like that, then you're going to drown in the abyss you have imagined for yourself." Yep, that's cool. And then I actually did this on a YouTube video, but when I look back at it I hate faces. I'm not really a fan of them. This was a Draw This in Your Style 666. I'm not really sure why it was that. Then I did some lip studies. Absolutely love drawing lips. It's one of my favourite things to draw. But then again, when I put them on the face, it's a bit weird. Like it doesn't like fit for some reason. But at the end you'll see I do end up making it work. Then we have some anatomy drawings. If you are subscribed to my channel, you'll see that I post like little short videos and spoilers and stuff. These were actually referenced from Pinterest, these poses. Then I just did like a little page of cartoons because I felt like having a little bit of a break from drawing anatomy and things. This was a doodle dump page. Again, I wasn't really fussed about what I was drawing though. I drew like a cow because we have this running joke about me having a cow called Bessie, and Dave's Illustrations wanted me to call it Jiggles McMilky, so that's what it's called. Oh dear, it's funny. Then this was when Cult of the Lamb came out. It's a game on Steam and the Switch and things like that. It's basically it. You play as a lamb and you make your own cult and stuff. That's basically all it is. Then I became like obsessed with this game called Sea of Thieves, and I would totally love to play this, but it's better if you play it as a multiplayer game. So I just drew like one of the, well, made my own pirate up. And that's that page. Oops, I'm going to blur this bit out because it's a vent page. Then we was getting ready for Inktober 2022, so I ended up not drawing in this sketchbook for a whole month, which is why it was so behind. Then I drew in fact actually this was a video. We just drew a bunch of deers because I was having a bit of art block and tried to push my way through it. And yeah, I really liked how this page turned out. This is where I watched Turning Red for the first time on Disney Plus. I actually really enjoyed it, but I don't think it's something that I would watch again. This is where I created my own character called Rosabelle. She's a witch, if you couldn't tell already, and I really like this spread and how it turned out. And I decided to make stats for my social media, so start of Inktober, this is how many I had, and then at the end of Inktober this is what we went to. You'll see Instagram is just literally dead. It really is dead. I don't think you can grow on that platform anymore. But if you would like to follow my Instagram, the link is in the description box down below. I drew my own character Echo for Halloween, put him in some sort of Halloween costumes and stuff like that. I do need to draw him a lot more because I do really like him. Then it was Halloween and I drew a ghost knight from Clash of Clans if you've not seen it, and I did forget to mention that this sketchbook doesn't really take watercolour too well. If you put too much water on, it'll like bleed through and make these little weird dot things. So that is one thing that I wasn't a fan of this sketchbook for. This is another vent page. Sometimes I just draw vent pages like that. Then I was watching Markiplier. I absolutely love his YouTube channel. He's so funny and he plays a lot of horror games. And I just love it. Like, this was when he was playing Resident Evil Village and he kept making the joke saying, "Hi there, Lady Dimitrescu." I don't know if you've seen it before, but yeah, it's funny. I'm not really a fan of these two pages because I'm not really sure, I'm just not. I just did some Clash of Clans stuff, and then this was my first ever acrylic painting. It is a video on my channel if you want to see it. Then this is another double page spread of some drawings that I did. This new game called God of War came out and I just thought, oh, I'll draw some fan art for that, and then I did some more drawings trying to figure out characters and stuff, and you'll obviously see it's inspired by Tammy. I'm going to call her Tammy because I don't really know how to pronounce it, and that's her character there as well. Then I did some more drawings, and again I used highlighters to highlight stuff in there. So yeah, you'll see some of the characters again, these two here, and then the rest I did myself. Another page filled with anatomy. Once again, I'm just like, because when I draw sometimes I get it, but then when it comes to draw without reference or a few days later, I just forget for some reason. But it is starting to stick now because I have done it like a billion times. Then I decided to take my anatomy to the test and draw Harry and Draco. And the little background and stuff, and little snake. Then I decided to draw myself as a Pokemon trainer, and these would be my Pokemon. Well, mainly Blaziken. I should have put Mudkip in there because he's my favourite as well. This was actually when the new Pokemon Scarlet game was released, and I wasn't really a fan of it, and then it's a good job I didn't buy it because it had loads of glitches in it. And I've called this Wooper Dave, so that's Dave. I made my own comic with Echo. Again, I draw him so many in different ways because I haven't really figured out how I want to draw him specifically. And he was going to art school, so when that episode of like SpongeBob came out, he was being taught by Squidward, and he was like, "I'm not ready for your greatness." And then he was like, "Of course you're not, I am Master Squidward." Then I did some more faces, trying to figure things out and what style I want to go with. This is a Mori spread, which is a game I found through Jaden Animation's subathon live stream. She ended up playing it and I became obsessed with it and decided to draw the characters from the game. Next up we have a bunch of hands. Now, I used to hate drawing hands, but now I absolutely love it because I just find it easy to draw them now, and it just proves that repetition and practice makes not perfect but better. Did a bunch of eyeballs, and actually I did use this highlighter, yellow highlighter for all these. So I drew a bunch of eyes in different styles, then added some hands, and the hand is actually kind of like a Pringle shape, and it's important to see things as 3D, which has really helped with drawing. Then I tried to do some pin-ups, but I find it difficult to draw and add boobs onto characters, so trying to figure stuff like that out. I don't think they turned out too bad, but some of them, I don't know. We did a little bit of caricatures. This was actually from one of Rod's streams again. We did a bit of caricatures and some more drawing anatomy and things. Some of them are a bit weird, like this guy right here. But they are funny to look at. And again, just doing more and more poses, anatomy drawings and stuff. I'm just going to take a little drink. Right. This page is just trying to figure out things for my shop update. Again, I decided to scribble with the watercolour all over the page and then try and turn the shapes into Pokemon. So that's how this turned out. Then I drew Pokemon Trainer again. This was when I was watching Jaden Animations play Pokemon Scarlet Violet. It just made me really want to draw Pokemon. Another full spread of anatomy and drawings, and this is where I was figuring out how to draw Echo again in different styles. Like, I wasn't sure whether I was going to make him have shorts or human legs. Still undecided. I'm just going to blur this little bit out, but this was so fun. Like, I got to meet my internet bestie of 5 years. Hello Jasmine, if you're watching this video. So yeah, we met up for the first time ever. This was December last year, and oh my god, it was so lovely. And there's this one thing that I'm going to talk about, which is we've called her Costa Grandma. So I just, like, we went into Costa to get a drink, and there was this old lady saying, "Oh, I'm in queue, you need to get behind me." And we thought at first she were a bit like, I don't know, funny, in a way of like being a tiny little bit mean or something. But then I just started talking to her, and she said, "What do you do, like, as a job?" And I was just like, "Oh, I'm an artist." And she was like, "I bet you've been to loads of art galleries." And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Which ones?" And I went, "I can't remember." And then she was telling me that she'd been to New York, Niagara Falls and Grand Canyon all by herself, and I just thought, wow, that's goals. That is goals. this is where I was working out more things for my Etsy shop again. Then I just did a few echo poses. Jaden was playing a bunch of Don't Starve, and this is like one of my all-time favourite games. It's so good. If you've not seen it, I'd recommend you check it out. So I just did a bunch of the characters from the game. I really like the art style as well, it's really cool. Next up is Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine, or Bendy and the Dark Revival. Basically Dark Revival had come out, so I was drawing him from that. I did watch the full replay, it was actually pretty good. Page is where I asked my Instagram followers to decide what I drew. And also it's the time of IWS, which is Illustrated World Series. If you've not seen that before, it's really, really good. It's where artists draw live and compete against each other to like win a prize and stuff. So there was round 1 and round 2 and round 3, and I decided to draw as quick as I can, like in an hour. So I drew a bunch of Goofy. And in the second round I drew Rick. I think it's Rick from Rick and Morty. And actually it was referenced from Pinterest, and I think it was Crooked _ glasses. This was when I reached 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you so much to everybody that has subscribed. And yeah, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed yet, click that button, because I do a lot of different videos. Yep, more anatomy drawings once again. And I always I've really enjoyed putting like watercolour down, because it makes them pop from the page. This is funny. On one of Rod's streams we did dancing pineapples, and yeah, I just really like this one. And then I decided to draw some body, like some bigger bodies, to see how they work, which was really fun. On Rod's stream we were doing a bunch of like how to draw the face, and he uses the mask method a lot, which is, in fact, I'm going to show you on a piece of thingy-mabobby-chicky, just so I can show you what I mean. Let me just take that one off because it's so ripped. So basically you start with a circle like this, and then you draw a mask like that, and then this comes up like that, and it makes your like nose canal right here. So this is where your nose goes, and then there's 2 little eyes inside, and usually this top line is where the eyebrows go, like that, and then usually shade in the nose, and obviously you can do different noses as well. And then obviously you put the eyes in like that, and it really just helps draw the face and things, and obviously that is usually cut out as well, that side. So yeah, just things like that basically. That is what the mask method is. Then I watched Wednesday on Netflix, which was really, really fun. My favourite character is the hand. He's just brilliant. And again we did a bunch of faces, but I hate this one. It's disgusting. But I decided to keep it in anyway. Then this was Happy New Year. So I drew myself being happy. Hopefully this year's a better one than the last few years that I've had. And this is one thing that I really, really find difficult, which is drawing clothes and making sure that they fit on the body correctly. So you can see that it like wraps over and around the shape. So this cylinder is your arm, and it like wraps over. But it's something I really need to work on because it is a little bit confusing. Working on some arms over here and the hands. Seeing that it's bicep, tricep, elbow, forearm and wrist. and it's not usually it's not a single thing. So like you have your arm like that, but it doesn't go straight down, it comes out and down like this. So it's from around the shape. Next page is a bunch of bodies, weapons, faces and stuff. And then I had not drawn SpongeBob in this sketchbook for ages, and I thought, do you know what, he needs to be in here a bit more. So I drew him and then a bunch of doodles around the side. And this day I was having a major art block. It was absolutely crazy. And I thought, I picked up my pencil and I went to put it onto the page and it just wasn't happening. Like I was really struggling to draw, but instead of stopping and closing my sketchbook, I pushed myself to keep going. And it kind of worked out, yeah. I enjoyed how the sketches came out. Then we did some more faces on this page. I think this was actually on Rod's stream, possibly. And then I was sad because I ended up being deaf in one ear. And that lasted like 3 weeks. Then we was learning about wrapping around shapes again. So how things connect together and interlock. We were learning a little bit about animation as well, which is something I really want to figure out. So this is like the walk cycle, so it goes up like that. Again, another stream of faces and using the mask method. Then I drew myself with my hand over my ear because my ear was just getting so painful and I couldn't hear anything. So I'd lost all hearing in my left ear. Apparently I have an ear infection. It's been a whole week and I still can't hear. It was really bad. I actually missed a week of videos because of it. Then this is a vent page, so I'm gonna blur this out. But yeah, just drew some characters, like a comic style kind of thing. Then I drew a gamer. Yeah, I drew a gamer in different facial expressions. This was referenced from Pinterest. The cone person on their head. It's kind of famous, that actually. Then I did like a Sunday doodle comic. Yeah, this was on a Sunday, so I drew myself drawing. I had got a green tea, some chocolate under my covers and watching Rodgon's live stream. I will leave a link to his channel down below. I'd highly recommend checking it out because he really does teach you a lot of stuff. And he does it all for free as well, which is absolutely, like, it's amazing. Alright, so we can move on to the next page. This is probably one of my favourite spreads in this book, which is drawing bodies over and over and over and over again. And it's starting to make more sense and it's starting to stick. And I think I'm just going to keep on going. And one day, when I think of like something in my head, I'll just be able to draw it without worrying where bits go. Then I started numbering the Rod streams as well. I should have done this in the beginning so you could reference back to it. But this is Rod stream number 58. And again we was working on different faces again because we do a lot of that. And I drew myself at the bottom saying keep going. So it's like a pin-up thing, more shapes, but remembering where the indent of the eye goes as well. Because that is one thing that I struggled with drawing faces, was getting that where the eye goes. Then I did some more lips on, we did lips on number 59. It is one of my favourite things to draw. Again, like I said, it's hard to like put it onto the face correctly. Then I did a full spread of animals. A lot of these are referenced from Rod's animals. This is from Pinterest as well. This is a Pinterest one. And the pigeons too. And this little guy. Squish. Squish. Then it was back to Rod streaming again. Rod stream number 60. If you go to his channel, it's on the live tab. So he was learning about drawing animals, perspective, perspective is definitely something I really need to keep working on. Again, more legs, more bouteilles, feet and legs, which has probably been in this book for like ages now. More legs. I bet I've done about 1,000 legs in here, probably. In Rodstream 62 was again more faces, the chin, so the top half is, let me zoom in so I can show you. So we have like immobile and mobile, so the head is static, so it's immobile, it stays still, and the chin is mobile, so the chin is what moves around and everything else stays the same, if that makes sense. On this side we was learning about lighting, shading, so intense light creates highlights, intense and diffused lighting. That was a really good stream actually. Then this is a event page. I haven't done many of those in this book, which is pretty good, which probably shows that I'm doing a lot better mentally. This was actually Goblin Week, which I'd never even heard of and had no idea it existed until someone mentioned it. Just took a sip of my water. Yeah, so we drew some goblins. This was reference from Pinterest, ABD illustrations, if you want to check them out. Scary, gnome. Yeah, basically just goblins, and it was fun to do this, and I enjoyed like making them all grayscale and adding pops of green because goblins are usually green. Rodstream 65, we was learning again about this profile view, which is usually everyone's worst nightmare, but I am really like understanding it now, which is really cool. I just have to figure out like my eye style and stuff. Then we have Rodstream 66. So this is literally just me like practicing and learning from a teacher. He's a great teacher, by the way. So he was learning about torso, legs, female, in fact male versus female body shapes. And I actually carried on to make more poses as well. So I thought I'm gonna use what he's taught me to draw from pictures, not drawings, from pictures, and that's what I came up with, and I really enjoyed it. Stream 67 was about drawing weapons and armour and adding it onto the body. Then this is like event page, I guess. So there's not really much to talk about this one. Rodstream 69. Lol. Yeah, we was learning about dynamic poses on this one. I really enjoyed it actually. I need to draw more dynamic poses because it really helps with like placement and perspective. This was just me deciding to draw characters and things. And this one is referenced from Pinterest, these three here. Yes, so that's that. And then, yeah, this is the end of the sketchbook. I just stuck a bunch of stickers on. This one's my sticker, Artist at Work. I will leave a link to my shop in the description box below if you want to check out some of this. Alright, so my camera decided to stop recording, so I'm not really sure where it cut off. But anyway, yep, Sketchbook 18 is completed on the 31st of January 2023, and I drew myself holding the sketchbook, and I just wrote a couple sentences here. So yeah, that's the end of the Daisy sketchbook. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment down below what you think of the sketchbook, what you think of the things inside of it, what's your favourite part, just things like that. And I think I'll go and grab my next sketchbook actually. It's somewhere here, I can find it. There it is. So I think this time I'm going to downsize and go with a Sea White of Brighton sketchbook, but it's like portrait. So I think this is going to be my next one. yes, I just need a sticker to christen it, which I have loads actually. Wait. Hang on, I'm going to show you. So I actually ordered a bunch from, what is it? Redbubble. So I have this one, a Coco design, and a llama, a Yeti in a tea, a red panda, and obviously these are from Redbubble. So I'll have to figure out which one I want to use. But anyway, if you did really like this, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next time with another video. And if you did watch this far, comment down below a coffee emoji. Or a daisy. Coffee or a daisy, it's up to you. Alright, I'll see you next time with another video. Okay, bye bye.